Daniel chapter 10 verse 15, when he had spoken these words to me, I set my face toward the ground and was mute. Imagine a scene bathed in ethereal light, a moment frozen in the tapestry of time. Daniel, a prophet revered for his unwavering faith and profound wisdom, finds himself in the presence of a divine messenger. This is not a casual encounter, a fleeting greeting on a dusty road. This is a visitation, a direct conduit to the very source of creation, and the sheer weight of it renders Daniel speechless. When he had spoken these words to me, I set my face toward the ground and was mute. In this single verse, we find a poignant reflection on humility, awe, and the profound impact of encountering the divine. Daniel's reaction is not one of boastful pride or intellectual curiosity. It is a visceral, human response to the overwhelming presence of something far greater than himself. He is a man of God, accustomed to prayer and contemplation, yet even he is undone by the sheer magnitude of this encounter. He bows his head, a gesture of submission and respect, his face turned to the earth from which he was formed. He is mute, his voice silenced not by fear, but by a recognition of his own insignificance in the face of such immense power and glory. This verse is not merely a historical detail within the narrative of Daniel's visions. It is a timeless lesson for each of us, a mirror reflecting our own encounters with the extraordinary. How often do we find ourselves caught up in the whirlwind of our daily lives, consumed by our own ambitions and anxieties, forgetting to look up and acknowledge the presence of something larger than ourselves? How often do we fill the silence with our own voices, drowning out the whispers of wisdom and guidance that might otherwise reach our ears? Daniel's silence is not a weakness but a strength. It is an act of profound listening, a willingness to be receptive to the message that is being delivered. In his humility, he creates space for understanding, allowing the divine words to penetrate his heart and mind. It reminds us that true understanding often comes not from speaking but from listening, not from asserting our own knowledge, but from acknowledging our own limitations. The lesson embedded in this verse is a call to cultivate humility in our own lives. It encourages us to approach the world with a sense of wonder and reverence, recognizing the inherent mystery and beauty that surrounds us. It prompts us to quiet the clamor of our minds, to create space for reflection and contemplation, allowing ourselves to be touched by the extraordinary moments that often pass unnoticed in the rush of everyday life. Imagine the feeling of standing on a mountaintop, gazing at the vast expanse of the universe. Or perhaps the quiet peace of witnessing a sunrise, painting the sky with vibrant colors. These moments, like Daniel's encounter, can evoke a sense of awe and humility, reminding us of our place within the grand scheme of things. Let us, like Daniel, learn to bow our heads in reverence, to quiet our voices, and to open our hearts to the profound wisdom that can be found in silence. Let us remember that true understanding often comes not from the pursuit of knowledge, but from the cultivation of humility, allowing ourselves to be touched by the divine in the ordinary moments of our lives. In the silence, in the humility, we may just find the answers we have been seeking, whispered on the wind, etched in the earth, and echoing in the chambers of our hearts.